Yes. Thank you very much that I can be here at the SDR-Academie, because there are a lot of very highly and very sophisticated hardware and software development talks, lots of really good talks here since many years, but my focus is using the SDR in context as a user. I'm not looking behind the technology, and believe me, I not understand every detail of SDR programming or developing. I will talk to you to 3 ideas, which are coming with the SDR to us, to the users, to the contesters. First, something, of course, about seeing this spectrum. Then I will show you the Skimmer network, which is only possible with the SDRs, and what you can do if you have only an SDR receiver. These are the 3 parts of my talk. I will show you things about the waterfall display, which is the main impact which gave us the SDRs. I will give you a short introduction into the skimmer technology, also to local skimmers and other possibilities using SDRs. The most significant impact the SDRs gave us was the waterfall display. You know that's a diagram, amplitude versus frequency, but it's in real time. The amplitude is showing us different colors, and the main goal is that we have visible the presence of possible QSOs during contests. All of my screenshots are made with my Flex 6700. That's only an example, because every other SDR has the same possibility, but I'm using this Flex radio. Okay, let us start. You see here, I have to position me. This is the console from the Flex radio. It's not impossible, not necessary to understand everything about using this. It's the main part is the waterfall diagram, and what can you see here? That's a 15-meter band. I was a member of the Holy Land contest this year, and where are the QSOs I can make possibly here in the 50-meter band? The white, the white call signs, I worked them before. There is a 1-4Z5 Zulu Lima, which I didn't work because this is a blue highlighted. This is the visible QSO, and I can put my RX to this frequency. And if you have a close look, there's a second one, which possible is a QSO partner. Do you see it? Here, on this frequency is a second QSO, possibly a second QSO. That means I have a lot of overview about the whole band. Also, the next one was, I think, 2 weeks ago, All Asia. I want to take part only with a single band event on 18 meter. You see, I will, this gave me a good overlook about the activity. And look here, this is 4Z4 kilo X-ray with the CW contest. Here I see his spurious, and I worked him. And you see the other JAs here on 80 meters spotted, but no, nothing here on my waterfall. That means I will not work in them, but I know they are QRV, and hopefully the propagation will a little bit change. Possible I can work them a little bit later. Then, if you are station calling CQ, you need a clear CQ frequency for securing. Where are clear frequencies? Normally, you have to put your finger in the VFO and have to change, look and rotate your VFO. Here, I see that there are possible few free frequencies, free channels for using for securing, because they are free. And this gave me only a click for finding a clear QRG for securing. This was 1 hour later on 40-meter band. You see no more QRGs are available. This was my CQ frequency. Yeah. This is not a free one, that was my securing frequency. And if you are coming to such a crowd band, believe me, search and pouncing is the right idea for spending the time on this band. Then this was an RTTY contest on a nearly dead, but only on a nearly dead 10-meter band. Sometimes you have QSB and you see a few spurious from possible stations, and then you see, and you can wait a little bit if the QSB is going up and down, maybe you can decode them. Then propagation is one of the main problems. Is the band open or not? We have now, let me see, that's a little bit touchy. I'm using the FT8 QSOs like a beacon for me. Yeah? You see here the wide open, believe me, the wide open 50-meter band. Yeah? And you see on the whole CW field nothing. The band is open, but no activity. That means you can use FTA8 as a beacon, and you see with the waterfall what is how open the band is. This is a closed band. This is 10 meter. Yeah. Nothing on 10 meter, but also nothing on FT8. That means really no propagation. Then this is a little bit sophisticated. Yeah. We have not only the single operator to radio SO2R mode. Sometimes CQ calling stations are using the two-band simultaneous synchronized interleaved QSOs. That means you are calling CQ, one CQ call on the one band and one CQ call on the second band. This is the CQ call on 80 meter, and in his receiving time, you see he's calling CQ on the 40-meter band. That means you can have a good, nice idea how I can work this station. And of course, you can also send videos or screenshots to station which the signals are not really okay. I deleted the call signs here, but I sent them a screenshot for showing him how widespreading is his signal, and possibly he should change something with his equipment. Okay, this was the waterfall diagram. Then a second idea, this is a skimmer. What is a skimmer? Skimmer is decoding CW, RTTY, PSK31 and PSK63, yeah, all over the whole amateur bands from the long wave to 2 meter, yeah, and the decoded call signs are sent to the cluster net. Yeah. You can see this by using the link here. There's a new one, it's called Beta Reverse Beacon. Now I think it's the main one. Believe it's very new, since I think 2 years on the net. Yeah, and you see also the spots from the skimmer here, maybe in one of the DX cluster, DX Summit or DX Heat, for example. This is a I will show you a little bit closer look, yeah, on the skimmer. I did. This was WPX CW this year, and I'm called CQ on 80 meter, and the skimmer over the world received my CQ call in this area. That means propagation is on to stateside. I'm a little bit glad to show you 5 continents simultaneously on 80 meter. That means the propagations are good enough being on the band. You see here which spotter received my CQ call. This is my contest call, the frequency, and also the SNR, how strong my signals are on the different receiving skimmer sites, and also how fast I'm calling CQ. That means I show, this shows me how the propagation is on, is just now, it's real time. You can also use this from the other side to have a look where is the band open. That means I selected here 15 meter, and the 15 meter band was open from Europe to stateside, and also from stateside to JA. That means the propagation on 15 meter the band is open. Then this is the skimmer network, but you can have also a local skimmer at your own station. What do you need for your own skimmer? You need SDR-TRX, yeah, Redpitaya, RTL, SDR, or something like this. You need a dedicated computer for this. You need 2 parts of software, the skimmer software and the server software from Victor Echo 3, Nancy Echo Alpha, very common programmer for amateur radio software. You need an RX antenna, which is a little bit in some distance from your transmitting antenna, around 100 meters, okay, yeah. Or you can split your takes antenna with the skimmer, with the local skimmer, but then you can only receive during the receiving time, not during the takes time. Why should you have a local skimmer? Because every CQ calling station, which is actually hearable at your own site, was skimmered by your local skimmer and is then shown in your band map as possible QSO. I did here, this is the skimmer from Whiskey 3 Lima Papa Lima, and you see the CQ calling station from his side, yeah, and then Whiskey 3 Lima Papa Lima found this station decoded in his band map, and also these the CQ calling new multiplier. Yeah. This gives a lot of possible QSOs and also a lot of possible multiplayers when they are not searching bouncing on the band when the new multiplier is calling CQ. Okay, last idea, yeah, from using SDR. KiwiSDR, maybe you know this hardware. That's a complete hardware X in a single box with a very powerful web interface. Yeah. There are many hundreds. Yesterday evening I found 680 KiwiSDR spread over the whole world. Yeah. That's the position, the QDH of the different KiwiSDRs. You can check your own signal with SDR, not only how strong, yeah, that's checking the propagation, but also the quality of your own signal with this. The KiwiSDRs gave us the whole shortwave bandwidth. One of the disadvantages from the KiwiSDR is there's a large delay, around 3 seconds between transmitting and receiving their own signal via the KiwiSDR. And on each KiwiSDR you can have normally 4, with a special configuration, maximum 8 users at which can use this SDR simultaneously. Okay, what can you see? Of course, this is the web interface from the Kiwi. You see, of course, the frequency band here, the 40-meter band. You see the different QSOs here in LSB. This is the maintenance. You can, the administration console for the Kiwi. You can change the band, the bandwidth, also things about the color, and so on. And then you can hear your own signal. Hopefully, on this SDR. That means I'm hearable in VK and ZL, but no one is answering. That means the propagation is open, but no one is QRV. Okay, next one. There's not only oh, that's the wrong direction. There are not only the KiwiSDR as a SDR-TRX, yeah. There are also the WebSDR. This also is the map where the WebSDRs are. Yesterday evening we have 186 web SDRs real-time available. Yeah. They are only showing you the ham radio bands, not the whole coverage about the whole shortwave, but there's also SDR available for the QO100. That means for the newbies on the satellite, you need only an uplink, and you can receive the downlink via the SDR. One of the advantages from the WebSDR is the delay is very, very, very short, normally shorter than 500 milliseconds, and there are also many users simultaneously available on the different WebSDRs. You need only an RTL stick for being a member of this community. The using interface is here. You see you can change frequency, you can change bandwidth. This is something about audio, and then you can see here also a waterfall diagram, and you can see what is going on the band, on the different WebSDRs. The website address is WebSDR.org. Okay, that's it. Thank you for listening to me, and I'm very happy. Oh, thank you. And if you have some questions, now it's the time for the questions.
Yeah, thank you, Harald, for the presentation. And now we are open for the questions. Marcus is running already. The first question, please.
Ich hätte eine Frage zu dem. I had a question to the first pictures with the flex radio. The stations which are seen here by the call sign, is it coming from the skimmer or from the?
They are coming from the band map.
On the band map, okay.
There is, I'm using N1MM plus contest program, and the N1MM plus is filling the band map, and the band map is shown, the call signs from the band map with the different colors are shown in the display from the flex.
And is the flex radio the only SDR where you have it inside the waterfall?
I think so.
Okay, thank you.
I'm not sure, but I think so. Okay. This was a feature made for the WRTC from Flex for 2018.
Okay,
for the
thank
Flex
you.
user.
But it could be a parameter of N1MM contest software.
Yes.
And then everybody is talking to a server, and the servers are spreading the information back to the programs who are signed in for the communication. Yeah, so it's not. It could not be limited only to a Flex radio. I don't know.
Maybe,
Okay.
but I know this feature only for Flex. Sorry.
Okay.